July 12, 2019. Oh boy, winter is finally in West Virginia. It's cold as balls. And so I'm going to have to really get the barn warm before I do shit today. Feeling a little under the weather. Got a bit of a cough. I can feel myself getting somewhat sick, but it's no big deal. Hip flexor still healing from last week. This week I worked a lot of hours. Event trained with Josh on Monday night and then got in the gym every morning this week afterwards. I'm setting some personal records or using weights that I used before I injured my shoulders many years ago. And so my strength is returning despite the decreased body weight. So I'm very, very pleased with that. That's highly unusual. I think that's more to do with being really focused on my nutrition and what I'm putting in my body, and then being focused and deliberate in the gym. And so hopefully that will pay dividends when the time comes. We'll find out soon enough. But today, ultimately, I want to race two of those big tulip poplars, going to see if I can maintain my swing and the power on my hits, even well into a minute 15, minute and a half. It's going to be rough today, given that it's a good 30 to 40 degrees colder than it was last time, but screw it. I brought my nebulizer and I'll use it as necessary in order to effectuate that. The main thing that I'm looking for is maintaining my distance from the logs. In other words, I want to keep my arms as straight as possible when the axe makes impact with the log. That is a timing element that makes sure that you have got maximal acceleration behind the axe. I've noticed in a couple of my videos that when I get tired in those extended logs, or those big logs, or those extended race sets, that I tend to allow my arms to bend, and can't have that, because that's when the elbow ends is when the elbow bends is when the power ends. That's an adage that is said in Olympic lifting, which also applies in wood chopping. Straight up, if you are impacting the log with the elbow bent, you're losing a lot of power. And so you need to maintain that bone on bone, or whatever you want to call it, in order to ensure that you're getting the most out of your swings, even if you are fatigued. And so that's what I intend on working on today. We will take a long time to get warmed up over there, because it's going to be probably in the teens in my barn at the moment. My goal is to get it up to 50 before we go. Today is a 13-inch sugar maple. Naughty is all get out, so this is more of a warm-up for the rest of the session than anything else. Things I'm working on is, again, left arm out, right arm in, and getting my arms extended when I strike the log. Next log I'm cutting is a bird's eye white oak. Yay. So this is, I don't know what the hell, but I've never seen bird's eye like this on white oak. Any of my forester friends out there? This bird's eye white oak, again, what I'm going to work on is getting my arms straight, in addition to all the other things I've been working on. I like to focus on one thing per session. This one's going to be getting my arms straighter. Man, it's freaking cold in here.
That's hard. Look at that. Friggin' bird's eye white oak. I think I found my new favorite training wood. And friggin' Nick Browse could turn a mighty bow out of this.
Next log, 16-inch Tula poplar standing block, threshold pusher. See what the old fatty still has in him. Again, I want to focus on keeping my arms straight and maintaining as much power as I can throughout this block. It only took about 20 minutes, but I'm recovered from that 16-inch standing block. Now it's time for a 10-inch red maple. Goal with this would be, I cut the last one in 10 and 10, so that's a good goal. Let's see what happens. Next log, 11-inch red oak. Going to use a decent trainer. Let's see if I can have some fun with this. If I can cut it in 10 and 10, that's an outstanding cut. But we shall see. Great commentary from Daryl the Dumper Reed. He's suggested I work on the exact same thing I mentioned earlier, getting my arms out and getting a little further back from the log in the standing block. So that's what I'm going to try and work on here. Again, extension. busted my good trainer earlier, and I'm going to cut this 16-inch underhand with an 8-pound 84. This is going to blow chunks. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep on going. It's going to hurt, but I'm going to do it.